Gentlemen, I'm sure that pretty much all of you guys watching this video are on a quest to dress better. But the thing is, what does dressing better actually mean? And the problem is, everywhere you go online gives you a different answer. And unfortunately, a lot of this misinformation is leading to really bad misconceptions among men on what dressing better actually means. In this video, chaps, I pretty much want to nail down what dressing well really sort of means, and I want to erase tons of these misconceptions. In fact, I want to erase 5 misconceptions that men have on general style and also what dressing well actually means. The first biggest style misconception is one that men who are early in their style journey seem to make constantly. Loads of men seem to believe that dressing better is the same as buying expensive brands. Because that shirt has got the Lacoste logo on, it's definitely a stylish item. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, fellas, but that's definitely not the case. Now, in some circumstances, you can rely on certain big brands to provide clothes that are generally quite stylish, but that's certainly not the case for most of them. A man who knows how to dress to suit his physique, to suit the colour tones of his skin, to put an outfit together and match it with grooming and hair is certainly a more stylish guy than someone who just knows how to grab a branded item off a rack. But then you have the people at the other end of the spectrum who are also getting it slightly wrong. The second biggest style misconception is actually that dressing well equals dressing smartly. And this sort of stuff is so prevalent online, in online blogs, Facebook groups to do with style. People go by the impression that to dress well you have to wear a blazer, a suit. There's no other option. I just don't think that's the case. I think tons of the time these people are overdressing, and I do believe that overdressing is a thing. Your clothing has got to look good, but it's also got to be appropriate, and dressing smartly just isn't appropriate for lots of different occasions. But that doesn't mean that your casual wardrobe can't be visually and aesthetically impressive as well. And while we're on the topic of these sort of blogs and stuff that I've seen online, the third biggest style misconception is that there are massively set rules, and if you break these rules, you're not a stylish guy. This is also a load of crap in my opinion. A lot of the stuff that you see online is nothing more than a guideline, and that's what you need to use it as. If these things were really these massive rules that if you stepped out of, then you wouldn't be a stylish guy, then style wouldn't change in 400 years. Everybody's style is different, and you've got to experiment with what works for you, what looks good with you, and this is going to vary per person. It's up to you to push those rule boundaries really, and be more creative with yourself, and you'll usually find that you get better results. The fourth biggest style misconception is really prevalent among guys, I know, maybe in their 30s and above, and this is that wearing trendy clothes can never be good. Because they've been told by 1 or 2 big YouTubers that sticking to basic items and not following too many trends is a good thing, they've taken this as the law. They're pretty much restraining themselves to just basic items, basic traditional style items, which fair enough look good, but it doesn't give you any creativity, and it really restrains the things that you can actually go out there and buy. And in a lot of cases, certain trendy items can look good, and they can look better than some traditional items. Because I know for me, for instance, skinny jeans look a hell of a lot better than a straight cut, and they, in my opinion, look better on me than a slim cut jean. The slim cut on me is still dead baggy. But you'll see these people in these style communities and they'll shoot you down, like, no, these look like women's jeans all the time, even though for me, a sort of like stretch skinny jean on me isn't actually skin tight. But yeah, on these style communities, you pretty much get slaughtered if you're seen wearing anything that's trendy, and I just think that that's a load of rubbish. And the thing is, not all of these sudden trends are actually going to go away, because skinny jeans now in the UK at least have been around for at least 8 years now, as have different colours of chinos, like the casual chino option. So I think that although yes, 60% of the stuff that you should probably own should be some more traditional, versatile clothes, in my opinion, 40% of you should be able to go out there, try things that are trendy, stuff that might look good and work for you. And if you're a younger guy, if you're looking to attract a young lady, these girls are going to pretty much perceive your attractiveness in relation to the types of clothes that you're wearing, and this can include different types of trendy clothes as well. And the fifth and final biggest style misconception that guys make is they believe that clothes and style generally has nothing to do with hair and grooming. And I'll see this a lot online when these guys are submitting pictures of themselves to these groups and they're wearing a really swanky outfit, but then they're there with a monobrow and hair that's covering all over their ears. For me, style doesn't just involve the types of fabrics that you're wearing over your body, it also involves your body itself. You can't let your head of hair or your skin or anything like that spoil your overall slick appearance. So make sure that while you are researching out there, maybe about men's style and stuff, also do some research about hairstyles. Have a look at what hairstyles might suit you. If you haven't upgraded your hairstyle for a while or changed it around, why not give it a go? Because, you know, if a woman is checking you out and she's looking up from your shoes, looks all the way up and sees that ugly face, she's not going to be happy. She'll feel almost let down by what you've done. And I think every guy can look great if he grooms himself appropriately as well. But anyway, chaps, that pretty much brings this one to an end. If you have actually made any of these style misconceptions in the past, because I know I have, make sure you mention them in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave it a like to let me know, and also subscribe to the channel if